What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Navigating Life's Challenges with Joe. So in this video, man, we're going to be taking a look at what people are going through. We're going to be looking at a video that basically shows people's response to the current living circumstances, dealing with rent costs, inflation, cost of living. Pretty much, man, people tired of it, man. So let's take a listen to what people are saying.
So tired of feeling helpless as a parent. Yes, my kids are grown adults. My oldest is 28, my youngest is 25. And I thought by teaching them what I learned, which is you work hard, you get a good job, you're going to get the things in life that you need, right? Worked for me, why wouldn't it work for them? Because it doesn't. Because the world has fucking changed, all right? And now I feel like I see them struggling. And before my generation comes at me, yes, I understand struggling is a part of life. We all struggled. But there's a difference between struggling and drowning, all right? So we struggled and it was tough, but you know what? We made it. We knew there was a light at the end of the tunnel with our struggle. It seems like kids today, no matter how much they struggle, they just get further and further down the water into the drowning point, all right? When I was their age, I was making less than $10 an hour, and I could afford to live on my own. Now you have to be making six-figure salary to get a decent, tiny little place to live. So what the fuck is going on, and how do we help them as parents? I told my son, all you have to do is work hard, go to college, or join the military like I did. He went to college, got his degree, got a full-time job. He moved back in with me right when he graduated from college because he said, hey, Mom, as soon as I get a job, which was within 2 weeks of him getting out of college, maybe take me 2 months and I'll save up enough money for me to move out. Oh, cool. It's been 10 months. He has saved almost every dime and still can't afford to live. Why are one-bedroom studio apartments almost $2,000 a month? Why? I just don't get it. So I don't even think that there's even classes anymore. There used to be, upper class, middle class, lower class. It's literally turning into the ultra wealthy, and then everybody else is just poor. That's what it's happening. And then I told him, hey, when you turn 25, at least your car insurance will go down. Hell no, he turned 25 and his car insurance went up $150. I tell him, you need health insurance, get a good job. He did, has health insurance. He has had a medical emergency this week. Had to go to emergency room twice. He had to go to the emergency room because he couldn't get anybody to see him with the health insurance that he had, right? So he had to go to an emergency room. Now he's out money for that too. It seems like you can never get ahead. And then my daughter, I told her all you have to do because she wanted to buy her own house. My daughter worked 6 days a week, 12 hours a day to save up enough for this down payment. Finally got this house. She's paid double what I'm paying for my mortgage, but her loan was the same amount. And then her mortgage company, after she's already moved in, said, oh, by the way, we forgot to tell you that you need this type of coverage, which we forgot in the beginning. That's an extra $200 you've been paying a month. And all they see when they come home is they watch social media, kids their age, on lavish vacations with all this money and nothing to do, all these social media influencers, because we value those types of things over hard workers. We will pay them $10,000, but you work 40 hours a week, you can't afford it.
970.
And she had a lot to say, and I think my takeaway from what she had to say was that it's not a race issue. A lot of times we in the black community feels as if our community is suffering, other communities are not. Clearly we're living in a time where it don't matter what color you are, it don't matter where you're from. You said it is the ultra rich and everybody else.
£5 per month, you can get this fantastic room which has a single bed next to a makeshift oven, a hob, a fridge, and a sink. Let's explore this room in greater detail. So let's explore this makeshift kitchen. So you have a microwave oven, on top of which you have a hob, which is fantastic if you want to fry food or cook anything on the stove. Next to that, you have a fridge freezer, somewhere to keep your food cold. As this is a house share, it's perfect because you can...
So just to let y'all know, 975 pounds converted to US dollars, that's $1,200 a month. Wow.
Hide your food and make sure nobody else in the house eats your food. Why? Because the fridge is right next to your bed. And of course, you need somewhere to wash these dishes, and it comes with a sink. Now, let's explore the bathroom. The bathroom comes with a shower, a toilet, and a sink. In the description, it's listed as furnished. It has water, central heating, wood floors,
facing homelessness. And that's what my family is facing right now. Our landlord gave us a 30-day notice to sell our home that we've been in for 8 years. And if you were in a housing crisis right now, and we can't find a home to live in. So after this weekend,
that's crazy.
We're going to put everything into a storage unit and be done and be homeless because we cannot find substantial housing. And the issues that we're facing are every single rental property is, oh, you need to make 3 times to 4 times the rent. Come on, that's like realistic. The other one is, oh, your credit score needs to be 700 plus. Again, unrealistic. If I had all that criteria to buy a house, I would not be trying to rent anything right now.
Crazy.
And I guess I'm just feeling like very frustrated because there is a big issue in this country and it needs to be fixed. Something needs to be done. And on top of that, let's talk about how all these rentals are like $1,500 and they're like shit.
Trash.
They're not even
trash.
Decent. Nothing is updated in them. Everything is old. So much to the point where now my family is being resorted to being shoved in a small apartment with our 3 kids, our 2 cats, and our 100-pound German Shepherd. That's a problem because we work full time. We should not be forced into an apartment because we're literally being outbidded by all of these other people at these rental properties. You go to a rental property, you put an application in, and so does 30 other people. And they literally just pick a hat who gets the house. It's insane, and something needs to be done.
Nobody is talking about all the reasons that we are currently walking into a housing crisis eyes blind. And I'm not talking about how much it costs to buy a house now. I'm not even talking about how crazy the rental crisis is. I'm talking about what happens next. Billy over here is a financial advisor and advises you that property buying is a phenomenal way to build wealth. What Billy and the rest of the country aren't talking about is the fact that the whole system is not built for renters. The system is built for homeowners. Things like how our cities are structured, how much superannuation pay, even our taxes all presume that you own your home. And while 60% of Australians do own a home, that number is now slipping for the first time ever. But let's just talk about the superannuation problem. The amount we contribute to super is predicated on a number that assumes you're going to have a paid off home by retirement. Except people are now renting longer, therefore buying a house later, and therefore potentially using part of their superannuation to pay down the rest of their mortgage on their house. And that's just the first problem.
So, as you can see, man, this is happening all over the world. It's not just in the United States. You got people from Australia. You got people over in England. It's happening all over the world. And it's not a whole lot that anybody can do about it. And, you know, the chick before the last chick, the one that was talking about, you know, family, you know, landlord is basically selling a house. So he's giving them 30 days to, you know, to leave the house or whatever. Man, that story is the story of so many people. Me personally, I remember looking for a rental property or an apartment. And at the time, I'm making $27 an hour, right? The apartment was $1,500 a month, right? They wanted me to make 3 times that and have a credit score of at least 680 to qualify. And what they did was there was a scarcity of rental properties. And I live in a college town, right? So what they did was they took the app, like if you met the criteria, they took the applicant with the highest credit score. So then even though you might make the money, you don't have the credit score. And some of these properties, bro, $2,000 a month. And at $27 an hour, dog, I'm not bringing in that type of money. You know, bringing in 6 G's a month. You know, not netting that at all. So it was extremely difficult to find a decent rental property. And the people who are in control of the market understand that you always need somewhere to live. You know what I mean? So they can control the prices as much as they want to control the prices. They can do whatever they want. And it's really not a whole lot that we can do, but, you know, the flow and adjust. So I just wanted to kind of share with y'all, man, you know, we took, you know, people know, like, man, it ain't just you. Everybody is dealing with this. You know, I don't think that electing a president is going to change what's happening, dog. We going to have to figure this out ourselves. We going to have to figure out how we can get on the other side of this. You know, it's going to be hard. I just don't feel like the answer is going to be simply just electing a president, because I don't see them fixing this, especially in the next 4 years. This is something that we're probably going to be dealing with into the next election. But it's not the loom and gloom, everybody, man. This is really just to like make people understand that it ain't just you. We all going through it, man, and we all trying to navigate it and figure it out. But anyway, let me know what y'all think about this one down below in the comment section, man. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. And yeah, man, I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.